This episode of Classroom Brew is brought to you by Drizzly. Drizzly is an online liquor store delivery service that makes ordering your favorite drink as easy as a few clicks on your smartphone. Simply enter your address, choose from thousands of your favorite brands, and get ready for your quick delivery. Right now, Classroom Brew listeners can get $5 off their first order when you go to bit.ly/classroombrewdeliver. That's bit.ly/classroombrewdeliver. Drizzly, let the drinks come to you. For this episode, you are going to hear from Devin. Now, Devin, this was a very, in a good way, difficult episode to edit. And it was a lot of fun to record it. It got emotional at times in a good way. And, of course, I'll talk a little bit about graduation at the end of this episode. But without any further ado, here is Devin. Welcome to the Classroom Brew podcast. The teacher podcast is a little bit like drunk history. But wait, do you guys actually drink while you record episodes? Yeah. Actually. Yeah. Why is everyone in the library today? What's going on over there?
No, I don't know. I think some people don't feel like going to class.
Great. Well, I know it's half cap. I sent, I don't have any sophomores at this point for 8th period, but I sent all my sophomores there just to give them something to do because no one's really here. But this is a weird day. Did you go to the barbecue for half cap?
No.
Oh, okay. We had a bunch of people who were like, "You're not sophomores. What are you doing here?"
I saw Jordan. I saw a lot of people with cake. I saw Cam with a cake.
It is. We're at that point in the year. Wheels on the bus are falling off, I guess. But all right. So, Devin, you've had me now for 2 different classes now.
Yeah.
U.S. history last year and now AP psychology this year. And you're shaking your head. You're like, "Oh, man, those are 2 different worlds right now."
Oh, man.
But I'm actually really, we talked about doing this last year because I told you that I had Jerry on and stuff like that. He was talking about it and you're like, "I want to do it." And I was like, "Once you're a senior." So I've been looking forward to this one for a while because I've had you as a student, I've had you as a football player, and as an AP student. So 3 big things. But I'm excited for you. I'm gonna be sad to see you go though, man. It's been a wild ride the last 2 years.
I mean, it feels like it coming from a whole different state, coming from Iowa. Even though I was born here, coming from Iowa, a whole different food, a whole different culture, a whole different change.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's crazy. Did I tell you this connection too? I did my undergrad at Iowa, so yeah, that's pretty sweet. But no, I remember last year, you and Jerry actually were 2 people that were instrumental in starting weightlifting club, and you both came to me saying, "Hey, we have this interest. You know, you have this background." I said, "Okay, cool," and that's what directly led to us starting the football team. Yeah. I don't think we would have had it without weightlifting at least, but.
I mean, everybody was calm about how they wanted a football team last year. They was trying to start one up, but no one would come to practice.
Yeah.
You can't start practice without putting in the work. That's the number one thing that any coach has taught me. Not just you, not just Collins, not just Justin. Any coach. You got to put in the work before you get on the gridiron.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's the one thing we really struggle with, too, where even at the end of last year, we had a lot of people that were still not coming every single time, and we can't be doing that this year. Like you heard us talking when you were up there helping in the weight room. Like, "You're late? Oh, we're gonna run you. Oh, you didn't come? We're gonna run you." Like,
hey, but that's what you got to do to get better.
Yeah.
Last season wasn't it. They don't want to have that season again. I know that for sure, especially for the guys that's coming back. They want to get better,
right?
And for the guys that's coming in, that's some veteran leadership. Even though it's high school, there's still some leadership from last year. They know the plays now.
Should be good, right?
Yep.
So what was that like for you? Had you played football before in an organized contact sport fashion?
Yeah, I played my freshman year, and then I waited 2 years because I had a feeling we were going to move back to Chicago because I had some family stuff going on.
Sure.
Yeah, that was like my second time, and I already knew what to do. It's just like at that time, a lot of people didn't know what to do, so I just wanted to sit back and let them learn.
Sure.
So I wasn't mad when we lost games. I wasn't upset. It was just like a learning curve because being the guy I am, I don't want to put the pressure on people that never played before or
right.
never been in that circumstance. So I was just like, when especially when you have juniors, freshmen, and some sophomores who never play football, like a doubt in their life.
Oh yeah,
it's hard. So
right.
I just was trying to be a leader, trying to tell guys on the field when they made a mistake, it's okay, get up. Well, it's shake it off. You know, they get this, refs don't see a call. Yeah, I get mad myself. You gonna get mad when the refs don't see a call, but you it's you still got to get up and play.
Yeah, absolutely. I was saying, if Manfred planks one more time on the ground, I swear, guys, play's not over, man. But he kept doing that.
Man,
I got on you a couple times when you broke your helmet. I was like, stop leading with your head.
I didn't start that until Josh came, because Josh did it against me, and I said, fine.
Oh man. I'll wind up with a concussed kid now, but no, you got better. We went back to the fundamentals to make sure you would stop leading with your head. Do it properly. But oh my God! But you did take on that leadership role pretty early on. I'd constantly just call you Cap. Did you find yourself being kind of hard on yourself, in that leadership role as a player that's been there before?
Yeah, because I didn't want to be so bossy to where seem like I'm all nonchalant, let them know what I'm doing. Because even I made mistakes, snapping the ball. I wasn't in my spots. I missed some tackles. I didn't do things perfect all the time. So as a leader, it's not only hard because you got to maintain yourself too. You got to also, like, it's really hard because when you're a leader, it's not easy because everybody looking at you. Everybody looking at you to be the top guy. Everybody looking at you to be the top dog. So when you mess up, you got to be like, okay, even though I mess up, I'm going to come back the next play.
Right.
And sometimes, yeah, I did find it hard being a leader because I didn't want to just look like, oh, okay, I'm telling everybody what to do, but I'm not even doing what I'm supposed to do.
Sure. Now, do you have plans to play after high school? Because I'll tell you what, like high school, that was that for me. I mean, probably injury-wise was a good thing, but how about you? What's going to happen after?
I mean, after high school, I'm going to go to a city college first and get what I need to do there first, get my education, then go to a major school. Then, yeah, I'm playing in college, hopefully get drafted, and I want to come back home because I want to do something that D. Rose couldn't do, that Jay Cutler couldn't do.
He's throwing shade now.
And let's bring a championship back to the city. This is a winning city. We haven't had a football or basketball. We had a baseball, but we haven't had the two things this city really loves in a long time.
Sure. Now I'm proud of you and granted you came in. I mean, I've met and talked to your mom many times, so you came in with a good, strong foundation. But I'm so happy that you said I got to get that education first. So what you said, city college, but what do you want to like? Do you want to major in something? Is there a career that you're interested in, or what do you think?
At first, I wanted to go into engineering, but my mom really, like, she started talking to me, and she started sitting down, and half the time we would have talks, talking about sports, and she said, you could be a really good sports commentator, especially for the NBA, because you know so much.
There you go.
And I was like, yeah, I could, but knowing that's because I've been around the game, not just football, basketball too. I grew up in a household where I have football players, former football players as uncles, basketball players. My dad even had a plan for me and my older brother. Here's your basketball player. Your older brother's the basketball player.
He mapped it out for you.
You're the football player. And at first, I took that as a challenge because how big I am. And I felt like he just said I'm the football player because how big I am.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it as a challenge. So I'm saying, I'm willing to show you that he's not the only good basketball player.
There you go.
In the family. And I end up playing longer than him, and I end up playing better than him for the 2 times I did play basketball. But
that's good. Good for you.
Man, it's
rose above.
It's hard. It's hard.
Now, does he have a big influence on you, your father?
He did at one point, but there's like a time where it's just like it dimed down, and then it started getting really disappointing because I couldn't really start to trust him, and because I haven't had that father figure in my life, so that's why I leaned on you, Justin, Collins, all the male figures that I had, because you guys, with my uncle and with the guys my mom has dated who are smart guys, you guys showed me how to be a man. You showed me what it takes to be a man and what not to do. And I thank you all for that. Because without you guys, I think I'll be in the streets and really, really messed up like my dad. And that's the road I didn't want to take.
Sure. Yeah, I'm so proud. And I mean, you already came in again, good fundamentals, foundation, and all that. But yeah, I'm so proud of how much you've grown. Like I was thinking, like, all right, he's already 99% there, but somehow you grew so much over the past 2 years. So you really got to give yourself some credit too, because you can have whatever figure in your life, male, female, teacher, parent, or whatever, but really it comes down to the person too, and who's gonna, like, if you're gonna be wise enough to listen, what you're gonna take and realize. So I want you to be proud of what you've accomplished too. I mean, don't lose that.
I'm proud, but honestly, you only put in the work. You only get what you put out. And if I didn't have you guys pushing me to tell me to be a better leader, to tell me to be a better student, to stop doing this, stop doing that, don't hang out with this crowd, don't hang out with that crowd. Because a lot of people, even you yourself, when you first met me, you said you seen a lot of potential. And I took that as he really sees something in me. So I'm not going to just waste it. I'm going to show like he's right. And I want to prove that to myself, that when people say they see a lot of potential in me, I want to prove that. I want to not just do it for you guys. I want to do it for myself, because I also go home sometimes and I have doubt to where, like, I don't want to do it. I don't think I could do it. I don't feel like sometimes coming to school, but at the end of the day, I'll still come, even though I feel like sometimes my mom forced me, but that's not always the case, to be honest. To most 80 to 90% of the time, I tell myself I get up because I know some of my teachers, some of my coaches, they're going to have a rough day. And they look to me as a leader, as a person, to like being a good student, not just on the field, off the field, in the hallways, in the lunchroom, and just being that perfect student they need me to be to relieve their day.
Man, you're going to make me teary-eyed from all that. Man, that just, again, like, for anyone that's listening to this, like, clearly, like, the exemplar student that you would clearly want, like, came in already a fantastic student, young man, and I'm just proud of you, man. I'm really proud of you.
I honestly, it wouldn't be hard. This wouldn't have happened if it wasn't truly for you and all the other people that helped me out, because you guys motivated me every day. Even days I didn't want to get up, days I didn't want to come to practice, days I didn't want to come to school, days I didn't even feel like being bothered. It's just, I knew like I could come in and I had a foundation. I had people I could talk to. I ended up breaking out of a shell thanks to you guys, able to talk to people here, other students here. That is really hard to do, especially coming from another school that you don't even know nobody.
Sure.
And playing with teammates you never even talked to.
Yeah. Yeah, you really rose up from that too. Like, it was great. I remember seeing, like, you were always real quiet. It was you and Javari, and that one I forget what time of the day it was. But then once football started, then it's like, okay, here's Devin now. Here he is.
Yeah, I felt like if it wasn't for you pushing me and Javari in fourth period last year, I don't think we would be the players we are. I don't think we would start eventually talking. Because I came into junior year, and I don't know if Javari did the same thing, but I know I did. I came into junior year thinking, all right, I got something to prove. I'm already, because I wasn't good in Iowa. I had some troubles. I wasn't focused. And I came into junior year saying, okay, the time for playing is over. You're not a little boy anymore. You're not a kid. You're about to be 18. You're about to be 17. You're about to be a grown man. And people were telling me that, like, you can't live with your mom anymore, even though I want to, because I don't trust anybody. I mean, that's just a kid thing. But people told me, like, it's not going to be easy, and you going to need your education, because education is something somebody can't take from you. And once I got that, and once I was able to start getting my education, then when I started meeting people that had the same interest and idea, it was really easy.
Sure. Wise beyond your years, man. When you're done with high school, you got to make sure you keep in touch. We got to make sure we keep you where you're at. Because I don't want you slipping at all. I want to keep you right up there at 100,000 miles an hour, wherever you're at right now. So we got to keep that going for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. When I graduate, I'm still coming back because I still have. I feel like my job isn't done as a leader. I want them to win more games. I want them to win. I want them to score, and they don't know what the work to take is gonna put in. Well, some of them do. I'm not gonna say all. Some of them do. Some of the guys that's coming back from last year, they know what it takes. They play downs. They know what it feels to lose. They know what it feels like to lose to a team you should beat. And I'm definitely coming up here some practices and to games because I want to see these guys grow. They take over after me, Devontae, and Marshawn, the 3 seniors that was here this year.
Yeah. Let's shift gears a little bit though, because you said it yourself. You've taken everything that we've been saying. You remembered it, which is good to hear. But you said education first. So you've had me twice now, just in this school, not outside of the school with coaching and stuff like that. So one thing I'd love to ask, because you've had me in AP and in a course where it's a lot more direct instruction. Like AP, it's on you to do the reading, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you could give like an incoming freshman or someone that hasn't had me before for whatever reason, maybe they're transfer for whatever it is, they had a different teacher last year, they're going to have me this time. What's like the number one piece of advice you think you could give them?
Well, for you, I will honestly say get to know your teacher before anything. And also, it's only as hard as you make it because you yourself is a great teacher. Like, you taught me a lot that I didn't even know. And like you said, in AP, it's on you. It's not on your mom. It's not on your dad. It's not on your grandma. It's not on Auntie Charlene. It's not on them to make sure you do the work. It's on you. Even though some days I didn't feel like I'm not gonna lie. There's some days I did not do the reading, and there's gonna be those days. But you still I did eventually pick up on it, because when you slack, that's just letting somebody get ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to think, not just in sports, but also in the classroom. And for the advice, don't even get an attitude when something don't go your way. Everything not gonna go your way in class. You're not gonna get the grades you like. But if you come like talking to a great teacher like you, they will work with you, especially a freshman or incoming student, because you haven't been here. You don't know the norms. So you gonna learn some stuff if you just come talk to the great teachers like you, Miss Mc. Like, you guys, I'm not gonna lie, the school would be, man, you guys make this school run sometimes. I mean, y'all brighten a lot of students' day. Little do y'all know, day by day, y'all brighten a lot of students' day.
Oh, that's nice to hear. It's nice to hear. I might just have to take this audio and just like play it for some freshmen and sophomores next year. Be like, listen to Devin. Listen to someone that's been there. That's good stuff though. Yeah. So you've got the remaining, Monday, Tuesday of next week.
Yeah.
Then it's just makeup finals and going through the motions and stuff like that. And then you're on your way. Like, you're walking across that stage. You know, we're gonna get a nice handshake up on the stage. I mean, I'm probably going to be teary-eyed because I'm going to be so proud and stuff like that. You're going to have your family there and stuff. What's going through your mind right now as you prepare for, the last finals of your high school career and getting ready to walk across?
The thing that's going through my mind is, this is not the time to fall off. Okay. This is time for you to push forward. You're not done. Like I said in football to teammates, you're not done until that set clock hits 000, and I'm not done until June 14th. When I get that diploma and I walk across the stage, when I'm shaking you and Miss and whoever else is gonna be there, because I don't know who all is gonna be there, obviously. Mm-hmm. When I'm not done until I shake you guys' hands to get that diploma, and that's when you know you made it. That's when you know you put in the hard work, you put in the time, you put in the effort, not just athletically. You put in not just during sports, also during school time. Because, like I said before, education comes before your sports. You're a student athlete. School comes first, then your athletics. You won't get nowhere without the education, and you need that. And when I know I made it, when you walk across that stage, because that's a feeling, like I said, you're going to be teary-eyed. Oh, man. I've known you for 2 years, and I still feel like you're one of the most important people that I've known. Like, I will be teary-eyed knowing that I'm not going to be coming back here for a third year. But I know, like, you're still going to be a great teacher to the freshmen, to the incoming students. No matter who it is, you will never be biased. You will always make it in your best interest for the students. No student can say you're being favoritism or you're being biased. No, because you're not like that. It's just going to... You gonna know when you made it. That's what I'm. You know I'm rambling. You gonna know when you made it. You gonna know when you made it. Cause when you get that diploma in your hand, it's a whole different feeling. Cause it's the side of relief. Like, I really did it. I really went through 4 years of high school like that. Man, it's just gonna be a feeling of no other.
Did it fly by for you though?
Honestly.
Probably last year for sure, not the early ones.
Honestly, I'm gonna put them all together. Honestly, truly they did. And honestly, if you ask me if I want to go back, repeat them all, and would I change some things? Yeah, I would change some things. There's also some things I wouldn't change. Mm-hmm. And honestly, it felt like it went by so fast.
Actually, I almost forgot. Steve, I asked the internet for a random question. This one was one that I got, mostly a joke, I think. But would you drive a self-driving car? I gotta ask that for him.
Honestly, now that's a very hard question. One, really, no, to be honest, because you don't know what can go wrong. And technology nowadays is not always correct and made correctly.
So you're waiting for version 2.0. You're going to wait till they've tested a few things out, gotten a few bugs out of the system. And
yeah, I don't trust the self-driving cars when they first, nah.
The wild thing, too, is that Steve, I use his first name, so I make sure I don't use last names on here, but he was actually my teacher in middle school. He's also got a podcast too, so it was one of those things where it's like reached out and stuff like that, and he's just a wealth of information. But wanted to humor him a little bit with that quick question. You're welcome, Steve. By the way, what's one of your favorite moments, or maybe like one of the funniest moments that you've had? You could do the past 2 years, you could do the past 4 years, maybe elementary or middle school, but a moment when you're like, oh my god, I've got to share this story with somebody.
Oh man, this was last year during football season. I remember.
Don't say the stiff arm. Don't say the stiff arm. That's all I'm thinking.
Oh man, you lucky you said that, because I wasn't thinking about that. Now I am. When I remember this was during the game, and oh man, I remember I turned around at the perfect time, because I remember them running the ball. By the time I got through, they were gone. They was already hitting the hole. They were already in like they were gone. They were out of there. And they were about to go out of bounds. And the next thing, and that's really all I saw, they were about to go out of bounds. And the next thing I see is a big giant stiff arm. And people started laughing. I didn't know what it was until they told me, like, oh, you didn't see this? What this did?
Yeah, not one of my. It was a reflex. It was a reflex. The kid was fine, right? It was good.
Yeah, he was good, but it was just, that was funny. And
glad the film's gone on that one.
And when I was tying my shoe during the game and I fell, that one was funny.
Oh, we got it on video too. Oh man,
hey, we do not show that video. No. So
I'll have to send that to you. I'll send that to you along with the audio for this.
Yeah, that was funny because one, I didn't expect to fall. I thought I had good balance, and two, nobody saw me fall or get up.
So for the audio audience, what happened was in between plays, Devin was going to walk back to the line, but he just kind of lifted one leg while standing on the other one still to tie his shoe. The only problem is it almost looked like it skipped a frame on the video, because you just suddenly, the next thing you know, you lift up your foot and the next thing is you're face down, like face mask in the dirt. Just fell flat out. And it's on video too when we looked at our film. And he's right. No, everyone just kept moving around, getting ready for the next play. No refs saw it. No coaches saw it. It wasn't until after they were like, "Oh wow, look at that! Devin really just fell flat on his face."
And Manfred, I blame you for showing that film. Just know.
It's gold. It's gold. Now you for sure have an artifact to remember your time in high school by. Oh, it's good times.
I'm gonna miss that.
By the time this comes out, you'll already have walked across the stage, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm for sure going to be teary-eyed for it. For sure give you a big hug. I'm real proud of how far you've come as a player, as a student, but most importantly, as a man. And so I feel like a lot of people, they have a pretty good idea. They're confident, the people that walk across the stage, but when you walk across that stage and shake all of our hands, the principal, my hand, everybody, and get that diploma, that's going to be a real good moment for you and your family. And I hope that you take a minute to kind of look around and really appreciate what you have done. Because I'll tell you right now, there's not a whole lot of students on a list where I can say I am 110% positive that they're going to succeed in what they do. So I'm real proud of you.
Thank you. It's just like, I'm not going to lie, walk across that stage would be difficult. One, when I grabbed the diploma, I'm not going to lie, I did this during my 8th grade graduation. I held it upside down. I held it upside down.
That's such a quick process, though. It's very easy to get, get the handshake and the hand over.
But when I start shaking hands, that's gonna be emotional, because even though I only known you guys for 2 years, I feel like you're still part of the family.
Absolutely. And just because you're leaving here doesn't mean you're not going to be a part of the team. You won't be a part of this school. You'll always be here. Yeah. You always got a place.
I honestly appreciate it, because at my old school, I was known there, I played sports, but I never really felt at home. Even when I first got here, I didn't feel at home, but when you get to the school, no matter what people say how bad it is, it's not as bad as what you think. As a whole, this school's culture it's one of a kind, and there's no reason you can't find some friends or become part of a team, because, man, this school is one of a kind. School is one of a kind.
Well, Devin, thanks so much for sitting down. This, again, I've been looking forward to this one for when you asked, like, hey, can I do it next year? And I'm like, all right, yeah, we'll do it. But thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it. I'm proud of you. And let's move you on to whatever's next.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
So as you can see, Devin, fine young man. He and I are going to keep in touch for sure. We had a great moment on the stage after he walked across the stage, received his diploma, and gave him a nice handshake and a huge hug. And I got teary-eyed when he said, I'm going to miss you so much. And I said, me too, man, but I know he's on to bigger and better things. So Devin, if you're listening to this, you already know. Stay in touch. Come on, man. And everybody else, I hope you took as much from that episode as I believe I got out of it. And hopefully Devin too. For next week, you're going to hear the last of the student series. You're going to hear from Rob. If you like what you have heard so far on the student series, or if you have missed any of these, make sure you spread the word and then check out anything that you missed. Also, remember, you can get $5 off your delivery when you go to bit.ly/classroombrew-deliver. That is Drizzly, the online liquor store delivery service that makes ordering drinks on your phone as easy as 1, 2, 3. Simply enter your address, choose from thousands of brands, and get ready for your quick delivery. But until next week, check out Drizzly, check out other episodes of the student series, give us a rating and review, of course. You can reach out on social media at classroombrew or emails at classroombrew@gmail.com. But until next week, class dismissed.